Alrighty guys, this is going to be a late upload, but this is my reaction to Promare. This is the review for my reaction to Promare. Yeah, it was a good movie. It was very, very trigger. Kind of went into it expecting a certain thing, not like plot-wise, but a certain vibe, and I would say that the vibe was very much kind of what I was expecting, but of course the show was better. The movie was visually weird, absolutely stunning, but generally kind of weird. It was a really fun movie though, really cool plot, really cool characters. I mean, it's kind of everything you want in a show or a movie, like just at a base level, like really like a fun, interesting plot, really fun characters, incredible animation. You fuse the three together, it's a good show. If you can hit all three of those notches, plot, characters, animation, dialogue too, of course, but plot, characters, and I mean, even if the dialogue isn't amazing, if you can get plot, like just general, like just interesting story, interesting characters, and really fucking good animation in the case of obviously an animated series, if you hit all three of those, your show's good, or your movie's good. Like, and I feel like one of the best ways for me to explain Promare is the story was good, the characters were good, the story and characters were good, and then the animation was insane. And I think overall it just combines to be a great movie. The animation was definitely the shining point of this movie. I think the main reason why you would really say this was an excellent movie was the animation, but I would say the story was really interesting and the characters were really fun. I think my favorite character was probably Leo. Leo was fucking awesome. I mean, Leo's just my type of character, so that's not very surprising. I really liked Gallo too. As far as the other characters, I don't know, like, the other characters were all kind of cool. Like, you know, I liked the girls in the movie, they were great. But I would say my favorite character was probably Leo, and I thought the whole storyline with the Burnish was really cool. So it was a fun movie overall. Definitely really enjoyed it. Thought it was very intriguing. And, as far as I know, this was an original concept. It is Trigger, so there's a good chance it was, because they do a lot of anime original stuff. But I have no idea if this was based on anything, but if this was an original, which I believe it was very, very, very cool, and very creative and unique, I would say, which was pretty nice to see. It's always nice to see in animation, whether in anime or from Western animation, to see a very unique concept, and I felt that Promare was very unique and not... And while, you know, there were certain similarities to other things I've seen, as an overall package, it was really unlike anything I had ever seen. And both visually and story-wise, which was very, very cool to see. So, yeah, it was a good film. Obviously, I keep meaning to say this at the beginning, but links are down below in the description. Breach Mega Streamable for the reaction, and also other links down below in the description. Discord, Twitter that I barely ever check, my anime list, and... Patreon. This was the Patreon movie poll for the anime movie poll for October. We had a series poll for Ben 10's replacement, which was Teen Titans. Last month, the month before, we had a series poll for Kill la Kill's replacement, which, as you've already seen, is Assassination Classroom. You know, we're just having a lot of polls. We're kind of toning it down a little bit. This month is the last double movie poll. We'll be moving to a single movie poll after this month, but there is both an anime movie poll and a Western movie poll going on right now. So I hope you guys would check that out if you want. And then starting next month, there'll just be one movie poll, and I don't plan to do a series poll for a while, so there's not going to be a lot of polling, but there's still going to always be at least one movie poll every month. So do check that out if you want to vote. And obviously, since there will be both Western and anime films on the poll starting next month, if you kind of have a general preference in addition to specific movies, then you might want to check out the polls. So that'd be fun. And then, I don't know, there might eventually have a little more on Patreon. We'll see what happens. But all jokes aside, like I said, this was a good movie, and I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun experience. So the reaction, I think, is just over 2 hours. It's like 2:03 or something. I would have to check. I actually could check right now. I'm actually set up. My computer is like I just set up my camera like in front of my computer. So let's see, yeah. Now my reaction is 2 minutes, 7 seconds, and 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 49 seconds. So not too long. It's pretty normal video for me. I guess maybe a little long, I don't know. But for a movie, that's kind of about right. Definitely enjoyed it. Thought there was a lot of just interesting things to say. It was definitely a very reaction-y movie. Sometimes with some shows, it's like a commentary type thing where it's like I have a lot to say, and then in other movies or shows, it's like just like it's more of a reactionary show or movie where you have a lot of like big reactions. And that's why I think a lot of times I like to open my videos by saying, hey guys, Flamin' Shark, back with another blind commentary, blind reaction. Because even though reaction is the kind of accepted normal term by most people, I like to also say commentary because it is kind of both in a sense. And you know, some of the videos are more like commentary-y where you don't have a lot of big reactions to stuff, and in other videos, depending on what it is, it's more reactionary where you're like freaking out because of like the insanity that's happening. But you guys kind of get what I'm saying. But that's one of the reasons why I always say, or usually most videos anyways, you know, when I do the intro, to say that I'm here with a blind commentary, blind reaction. I say both, even though in the titles I just call them blind reactions. But that's one of the reasons I do that, if you've ever been wondering. Random facts and random reviews. That's why I talk, because I know some of you actually do enjoy listening to me talk in these reviews about random shit, and you know, there's always random nuggets in there, so it's kind of interesting, I guess. But I'm definitely enjoying the movies, even though I am going to, in 2021, react to them a little bit less, because obviously I do 2 a month. I'm going to do 1 mandatory a month through the Patreon polls, and then I'm going to kind of float it a little bit where it's like if I want to do, you know, I think once or twice a month or a couple times a month, I'm going to just do random videos, which will sometimes be movies, will sometimes be like just random one-off catch-up stuffs, but I think like probably at least once or twice a month I wanted, starting in 2021, I want to start doing these kind of random videos where I feel like doing something different, so I'm going to react to something different that isn't my normal, 5 rotational series or my normal, like, weekly series, whatever they might be, like, obviously RWBY. The RWBY reactions will be every Saturday starting, not this Saturday, it's tomorrow, because that's when it comes out, but the following Saturday will be when the first chapter goes up, and then it'll be every Saturday, so starting November 14th, and then obviously I plan to hopefully also be doing Attack on Titan on Fridays, hopefully starting December 11th, so those will be like weekly series where I get to each new episode every week and get to, do that, which will be fun, because I haven't done that in a long time with any series, so I'm excited to be able to do that with 2 series, both Attack on Titan Season 4 and RWBY Volume 8. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited for both, and I think in both cases I'm the most excited I've ever been for those respective series. I think RWBY is probably the most interesting spot it's ever been in, and Attack on Titan is just one of the best anime probably ever. Like, it's fucking phenomenal, and I am so excited to see where that goes in the final season. That's I would almost say that's an understatement. I think I'm more excited for AOT final season than I think I am for any other media that's coming out in the next year or so. Like, I don't think anything is as hype for me as AOT final season, and I mean that not even from an anime perspective, I mean that from just media, so anime, Western animation, live action stuff, books, like anything. I don't think there's anything as far as media goes I'm more hyped for than the final season of Shingeki no Kyojin. I think that's going to be absolutely incredible, and I think depending on how good it is, it could easily jump up my list of being one of my favorite shows of all time. I think it's kind of in a floater spot right now where I don't really know where to put it until I finish it. And I can't wait to finish it because I think it'll be great. But I'm just kind of rambling about nonsense, various different things that have nothing to do with Attack on Titan. Fucking Christ, there you go. Have nothing to do with Promare, which is what this quote-unquote review is about. It's my reaction to Promare. But Promare was a great movie. I definitely enjoyed it. It definitely hit the mark as far as being a fun experience that everyone can really sink their teeth into and enjoy on various levels. Like I said, if you're looking for a good story, Promare's got you. If you're looking for fun characters, Promare's got you. If you're looking for incredible animation that truly is unique to this film, then Promare is absolutely the movie for you. It was weird. Like, stylistically, it honestly looked odd, but then you saw the flow of the movements and it was like so nutworthy. So I have to say the animation was the star of the show, but I think the other factors were still really good. I think Trigger did a good job, and everyone else who was, all the people involved in this movie did a really good job with the film and really put together something special. It was not one of my all-time favorite anime films. Like, I don't think it was as good as like A Grave of the Fireflies or A Princess Mononoke or something like that, but it was an awesome movie. Absolutely great stuff. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say, so I'll leave it off here. Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace!